Barry.
Well, you can't. He deserves his share of the credit.
Game
he
clock,
does.
3 seconds.
Well, they're going to give him another 2 seconds, but Barry deserves his share of the credit for the way that he has this Cowboy team playing.
He does it his way. He's a different kind of dude. He really is.
Well, he's just shown that there are more ways to win than just the way that Jimmy Johnson did it.
Well, we mentioned Brent Musburger. We'll talk to Paul Tagliabue clearly about the Cleveland-Baltimore situation and about the Jerry Jones lawsuit. Had a chance to visit last night with Michael Irvin at the very top of his game, coming up on our Lexus halftime report. 3rd down and 10, or 3rd down and 51 in effect from the 49-yard line. Pete launching it, looking for a tip, and instead it's Dion with the interception. And Dion was thinking about getting up and running it back 96 yards. And gets tackled back at the 1.
That goes into the file, though, as an interception. His first, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his first as a Dallas Cowboy.
So we're at the half. Cowboys lead 17-6. And back we come after this message from the NFL and a word from our ABC stations. We start the second half at Texas Stadium in Irving. Chris Boniol to boot it for the Cowboys. Back to receive Kelvin Martin and Charlie Garner. Dallas up by 11 at the half. It's a short kick. Kmart, as they call him here in Dallas, takes it at the 19 and brings it back up to the 31. Kelvin Martin taken down by Charlie Williams, and there is a flag down. So take a look at a beautiful shot of downtown Dallas, Texas.
The Metroplex. The Dallas-Fort Worth area. Just every time you come here, it seems like you see a building or two that you didn't see before.
Got a face mask call here against the Cowboys, and Joe Avezano said, against my team?
Joe says his new CD will be out in the spring. He's a budding country and western star.
Monday Night Football is being brought to you by Beechwood Aged Budweiser, the king of beers. This Bud's for you. Warner Brothers' Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, coming soon to a theater near you. And the all-new Ford Taurus, a look you've never seen from a name you know well.
Well, there's a tagline you can relate to.
I've got to see that movie immediately.
I just looked over there to see if that's indeed what he read.
Yeah, it's right there on the card.
2 or 3 commercial breaks is about Al's limit.
First down at the 46 after long drives, though. Here's Ricky Waters picking up 2 up to the 48-yard line. Dixon Edwards makes the tackle. 2nd and 8. Take a look at the numbers. Remember, Dallas dominated the first quarter, and the numbers a little closer after the first 30 minutes. But still almost a 2-to-1 edge for the Cowboys in total yardage.
It's a real struggle for the passing game for Philadelphia Eagles without Fred Barnett, who's unable to go with that pulled muscle. They really miss him.
2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line. Pete comes back this way. Kelvin Martin makes the catch at the 45-yard line. Darren Smith with the tackle.
A good look at what goes for the West Coast offense. And it was Rodney Peete looking right. First receiver checking off. They protected for him, and he finally came around to his 3rd receiver. And how many times have we seen 49er quarterbacks do that?
I think the key was what you mentioned. They protected him. Rodney Peete was allowed the time to survey the field.
3rd and 1. James Saxon and Fred McCrary in the backfield. And they give it to the rookie McCrary, and he gets taken down before he can pick up a first down. The rookie from Mississippi State, the first guy to hit him was Robert Jones, and he says, no, sir.
Decision time now for Ray Rhodes, and he's going to go for the first down.
It's 4th down and a short yard at the 45-yard line.
Either that or the long count. We've seen that happen on occasion, trying to draw them offside.
Ricky Waters is the sole running back in this set, and they give it to him, and he picks up, I think, the first down. He had to get right to the stripe at the 44 and appeared to penetrate that. Irvin McCormick makes the stop.
And they went to the right place. If Russell Maryland and Leon Lett are not manning the 2 tackle places. Run it tight to the center. This is a football team without a lot of weaknesses. It's if they're going to miss 2 of their frontline stars, you might as well take advantage of it, because there are precious few chinks in this armor.
And you would have thought that Philadelphia would have been more successful running the ball. They've run the ball well over the last 5 weeks, over 100 yards, at 239 yards against Washington. They struggle tonight.
They give it to Waters. And Waters picks up about 7. Coming into the game, the Eagles had averaged 4.6 yards per carry. That's very good. The league averaged 4.0.
And a critical drive here for the Eagles. And they've got a good one underway as they've moved it inside the 40-yard line of the Cowboys. But they're only down here 17-6. If they can possibly get a touchdown out of this drive, they've made it a 17-13 ball game. 3.6 per carry. Not terrible, but not great either.
This will help the average as Waters picks up the first down, and Ricky takes it to the 26-yard line. Dixon Edwards makes the tackle.
Good read by Waters to get to the outside. The Cowboys in one of their not too often blitzes got caught in it, and Waters able to scamper to the outside.
I think Ed West, the tight end, got a good block at the point of attack. He's number 83. He pins Tolbert back to the inside. That's what allowed Ricky to get outside.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Pete. And the catch made at the 2-yard line by Calvin Williams. Terrific catch.
A great catch by Calvin Williams.
Got position on Brock Marion to take it away.
Well, he just literally took it away from Marion. Marion, the safety, dropping into the coverage, this deep zone. They play a lot of 2 deep zone, and Brock Marion was over there, good position. And Williams just goes up and somehow manages to pull it in.
Great play. You saw Rodney signaling hurriedly, get the goal line offense, and first and goal, Saxon and McCrary in the backfield. They give it to the rookie McCrary. Hello. And he gets banged down at the 1.5 yard line, the rookie from Mississippi State. Darren Woodson.
Yep. What a snapping tackle that was. How about that catch by Williams? He caught that thing with every part of his body except his hands. Cut it with his elbows, his forearms, his stomach, his thighs.
It's a good place down here for the Eagles, and they have it, and that is a little quick roll with Rodney Peete. He can run with the football if he has to. Give him a roll and give him an option.
Dave Campo hoping his defense could step it here on second and goal. They give it to Waters, and Ricky burrows into the end zone. We're waiting for a call. It appeared he had it clearly.
Definitely.
And finally you get a call from the head linesman, and he was a half yard into the end zone. And the Eagles are right back in the game.
Well, don't give up on what works, and what works is hammering again at the defensive tackle position for the Cowboys.
What a fine drive that was.
They should think about going for 2 because it's a 5-point lead.
You can make it a 3-pointer if you do get it in. That's what we're going to see.
And they look over toward the bench, and
they don't have the right people.
Well, they're going to probably have to spend a timeout, and they do, because they don't have the right people in for the 2-point attempt. They'll get them in with 9:34 to go in the third. The Eagles kept this drive going on a 4th down and make it pay off. Charles Haley in the defense, trying to stiffen the 2-point attempt upcoming to try to make it 17-14 after the timeout. Ball at the 2. The Eagles have not attempted a 2-point conversion this year. Last year they were 0 for 2. Pete guns it into the end zone, and it's dropped. Juggled and dropped. Kelvin Martin, the intended receiver, in traffic. So the conversion is not successful, and with 9:34 to go in the third, it's the Cowboys 17, the Eagles 12. Five-point Dallas Cowboy lead as the tandem of Irvin and Smith get ready to come back on the field. Dallas to receive the kick. Rodney Peete guiding the Eagles into the end zone with a 2-point conversion attempt. Not successful. 17-12 is the score. Gary Anderson sends it down into the arms of Kevin Williams at the 5-yard line. Up past the 20, the 30, finally chased out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Another look at that great catch on the prior drive by Williams.
The touchdown catch, it was truly amazing. Brock Marion had great position on Kelvin Williams. Now he'll lose the ball right here. This is a good play. Now watch this. The left leg keeps the ball from banging into the turf.
And from that angle, it really did not look like the ball touched the ground.
No.
Looked like Calvin did a good job of really supporting it with his left leg.
Now the Cowboys to the 34-yard line. Aikman protected well, and the pass a little low for Jay Novacek up at the 49-yard line.
I mean, how often do we see it where a team early in the ball game has multiple opportunities to really open up a big lead? And that was certainly the case in the first quarter for the Dallas Cowboys. And yet here we are at the 9-minute and 18-second mark of the third quarter, and they just have a 5-point lead. And I'm sure it's very disappointing to Barry Switzer. His club has seemingly played better than this to be within a touchdown of losing the lead.
Second down and 10 from the 34. Smith. Well, you look at Philadelphia's 4-game winning streak, Dan. They just don't let you get away from them. They beat New Orleans with 5 field goals. They beat Washington in overtime. They beat the Giants by 3. Last week they knocked off St. Louis in a close game.
And it's, that's reflective, I think, of good coaching. I think that's to Ray Rhodes' credit that he has convinced his club to play within themselves, to have confidence that they can win close ball games. And you can see the rain beginning to fall a little heavier here in Dallas. But still, I give Rhodes credit for that. It's a tough thing to sell that to your team.
Third down and 6. Aikman to Irvin. He has it at the 45. He gets spun down by McMillan, but he has enough with his forward progress for a first down. Knew exactly how much he needed, and he gets to the 45. Michael, in his last 6 games, as he comes up a little gimpy here, has been in triple figures 6 games in a row. The NFL record is 7, so he can tie it tonight, and he's just about on a 100-yard pace at the moment. 61 yards on 6 catches to this point in the game.
And he's hobbled right now.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Whistle before the snap.
If I'm Michael Irvin does appear to be hurt. You see him looking at that left ankle.
Moving prior to the snap. Number 79 offense, 5 yards, first down.
Of course, if I was a receiver, I'd do that right before I ran a fly pattern.
You're that kind of guy.
Darn right. Be a little deceitful. Let's take a look at it here.
A whole lot of spinning going on there. This was the play before. McMillan had him wrapped up, and Irvin trying to get free of the tackle. Not the contact. He was just spinning and twisting on that ankle. He looks like he's all right.
First and 15 now from the 40-yard line. Emmett picks up 3. Still haven't seen Deion Sanders in there offensively tonight. We did see him on a punt return, but with that strained hamstring, Ernie Zampese saying before the game he would be a little tentative putting Deion into the game, and he wasn't kidding.
That's Switzer's intent, is to get a dozen plays out of him a game. He would really like to do that. They were disappointed that against Atlanta he only got in about a half a dozen. And he said to Ernie Zampese, let's run him some more. And Ernie said, well, we only got 5 plays for him. And Barry goes, well, start him over.
Second and 11. And it's Michael Irvin. So much for that tippiness. He's out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
That put him over 100. Guess the ankle's all right.
Looks a whole lot better, doesn't it?
38-yard gain, 99 yards for Michael tonight.
Just credit that offensive line. Now this is the crossing pattern. Michael Irvin from the right side, taking it deep down the middle. Aikman with all the time in the world, letting him uncover, and then laying it right in there.
What a perfectly thrown pass.
First and 10. Emmett the 10.